Hello, I'm Johnny Draws and I draw fake Pokemon designs. And Pokemon has this neat mechanic where depending on the gender of the Pokemon, their designs and evolutions might change. As an artist, I want to make my own designs. And this is part 5 of the gender-based design series. So check out the other videos if you haven't watched them. And for today, we're doing electric types. You know, electric types are pretty straightforward. Most of them are all shades of yellow, and they have pointy silhouettes, and a lot of them have references to lightning bolts. I'm probably going to make a video on every type, so comment on what type you want to see next, and what Pokemon should be included in the video. So let's start with one of the simpler electric types, Pikachu. Actually, Pikachu already has a gender-based alternative design. This is a female Pikachu. Female Pikachus have a heart-shaped tail. Okay, then let's move on to Raichu. Let's come up with a concept. Did you know that there was supposed to be an evolution for Raichu in the beta? Its name was Gorochu, and all the evidence we have of its existence is his back sprite. It has a horn, furry ears, and some geometric shapes on its back. Maybe we can be inspired by this pixel art. I also really like Raichu's personality. He's the mean older brother, and he does look a little more edgy than Pikachu. I like the little twirl at the end of its ear, like it's some sort of earring. Maybe we push a little more into being edgy. Like, what if our version was more punk rock? Ooh, maybe it can be some kind of singer. Maybe we could add some influences from Jigglypuff or Screamtail. Alright, so if a female Pikachu gets singing lessons from a Jigglypuff, it evolves into Rocku. Rocku is a rock star that loves to perform on stage. It can generate large electrical waves of sound to create music. It uses its tail as a guitar and creates strings of electricity to strum along. Rocku loves jamming out with other Pokemon, and together they form a musical group. Rocku is an electric fairy type, and its ability is punk rock, which increases the power of his sound-based moves. Here's the shiny version bringing it closer to Pikachu's original colors. The next Pokemon I want to draw is Galvantula. I find Galvantula to be a really interesting Pokemon. It's combining electricity and tarantulas, which is a combination that I rarely see. So I was thinking about the difference between a female and male tarantula, and other than the size difference and a couple of small features here and there, I felt like it wasn't enough to differentiate a design for Galvantula. But apparently the best way to tell the sex of your tarantula is to wait for it to shed its molt. And if you look at the abdomen part of its molt, there's a small flap that determines whether it's a male or female. Maybe we can do something fun like this, like a female molt that comes back to life. Alright, so if a female Galvantula is ever defeated by a ghost type, it returns to life as Galvengance. Galvengance is a ghostly spirit that has taken over the molt of a female Galvantula. It is angry and hungry, and will attack any Pokemon in sight. That being said, its favorite food is a male Galvantula, and will hunt them down in the forest. It uses its molt to pretend to be a healthy female, and will use its ghostly abdomen face to take a big bite from its prey. Galvengance is an electric ghost type, and its ability is Shadow Tag. By using its ghostly webs, Galvengance traps its opponent's shadow, preventing them from running away. Here's the shiny version making it more ghostly. The next Pokemon I want to draw is Luxray. Luxray is a fan favorite Pokemon, and it looks super cool. I really like the black and blue color scheme, so let's create a new form for a female version. So apparently Luxray is based on a lynx, but I don't know, I have a hard time seeing that. Its hair is all spiky and goes in all directions that, at first, I thought it was based on a lion. For my version, I think we should bring it closer to a lynx, specifically having these two swirly ear points and having these long triangular fur points at the bottom of its face. Also, Luxray is loosely inspired by a Sphinx, and that explains these round, almost humanoid ears. But I want to push the Sphinx inspiration a little further, and that works out for the gender version because the original Greek Sphinx had female features as well. Alright, so if a female Luxio is leveled up near an ancient ruin area, it evolves into Lynxray. Lynxray is a quiet Pokemon, but is secretly judging you and plotting an idea for misfortune. It will patiently wait and act like a friend until the perfect moment presents itself for Lynxray to make its moves. Lynxray also has the power of X-ray vision to see through walls or people, but it also can read minds and can tell who is a good or bad person. Sometimes it prefers to pick on good people to create more chaos. Lynxray is an electric dark type, and its ability is Analytic. Lynxray carefully waits and analyzes the weak points of its opponent to deal bonus damage. Here's a shiny version making it brown like a Lynx and a Sphinx. And finally, our last Pokemon I want to draw is Electivire. I always found the Electabuzz Electivire line to be pretty awesome. They kind of have this brutish, angry personality that I think pairs really well with villain characters. So let's create an angry female variant to complete this family. First of all, I think it would make more sense if the silhouette for the female variant was more stocky and big-bodied. To be with tough and brutish males, this female has to be even tougher. Also, Electivire takes a lot of inspiration from a Yeti, so I was inspired by Legend of Zelda and their female Yeti design. And to be consistent with the original Pokemon, I want this one to be angry and hot-tempered as well. Alright, so if a female Electabuzz is traded while holding on to an Electrizer, it evolves into Electayeti. Electayeti is a caretaker Pokemon and takes care of its children. However, don't be fooled, it is brash and wild, and will go on a violent tantrum if anyone comes near her children. That being said, its Elekkids are constantly squirming and trying to cause trouble, and will actively try to run away from its mother whenever it has the possibility. However, Electayeti has a tight leash on its kids and will track them down. Weirdly enough, Elekkids can only evolve into Electabuzz if it successfully runs away from Electayeti. Those that cannot escape never mature into their next phase. Electayeti is an electric fighting type, and its ability is Thick Fat. Electayeti has a layer of thickness that gives it protection from fire and ice. Here's a shiny version making it closer to a Snow White Yeti. Now it's time for the artist of the week. This art is from the artist ReddSRX. This is Jetzel, which is a water type and seems to be an evolution for Floatzel. If you want to submit your own art, the Discord link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.